Greetings. How's everyone doing today? The quote for the day is from Charles Swindoll. And he said, "Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it." Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. All right, that 10%, what happens? Well, all kinds of things happen to you during a lifetime, right? There's all kinds of events that occur. There are all types of interactions that we have with other people and with our environment that create the base foundation of our experience, right? These are the things that occur, the things that build character, the things that build experience, knowledge, and wisdom. But these are just the bare facts. That's what happened to you. The facts, right? I was walking down the street, a car almost hit me, I jumped to the side. That's what happened, right? Well, I was walking down the street and this car almost hit me and my heart jumped into my throat and I jumped out of the way and I tripped and I fell and I broke my leg and I'm traumatized and now I'm afraid of cars and I can't even get in the car, and every time I see a car, my heart starts beating really fast and I have a panic attack. 10%, a car almost hit you. 90%, everything else that occurs within your mind that was your reaction to what happened to you. Now think about this. This is every single thing that happens to us. Our reaction often is way out of proportion to what happened. Now, granted, there are many areas of life where there are traumas that we experience, and those traumas are very valid. Those traumas create emotional reactions within us that often last for years, for decades. The sooner you can recognize your trauma and its cause, the sooner you can release yourself from the consequences of your trauma. When we're traumatized, that trauma affects every single thing that we do and say from that point on. Every single aspect of our perception is affected by that trauma. That trauma, which is emotional and sometimes physical pain, often leads to fear. Fear of that pain occurring again. So we try our best not to put ourselves in that situation ever again in life. And by doing so, we begin to lead a fear-based life where every decision that we make, every thought that we have is in some way connected to how we experienced and interpreted that trauma. It also affects who we are in the world, how we think of ourselves, and how we interact with others. In many cases, your response to other people is based upon things that have happened to you in the past. If you are a young lady who has had a bad experience with a boy, every other boy that you may interact with after that, you're judging it based upon your interacting with that one boy who did you wrong, right? And this occurs to you when you're older as well. You may be 40, 50 years old interacting with other people based upon things that happened to you when you were 12. Where is the wisdom in that? Where's the knowledge in that? Where's the education in that? Where's the learning? If life is a learning journey, that means we're supposed to learn as we continue to move forward. Learn from our mistakes so that we won't make them again, but we often continue to make mistakes over and over again in our lives in the same way that we always have. So we have to make a choice at some point about who we're going to be and whether or not we're going to face ourselves, know ourselves, and make the decisions we need to in order to become more clear about who we are and what we want in life. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. Charles Swindoll.